In light of the recent termination of his series, Mauricio Umansky has been seen out and about with his new girlfriend. A relationship has been going on between Nikita Khan and the real estate tycoon who is no longer married to Kyle Richards. In addition to being a humanitarian, she is also a young actress and interior designer. Where exactly were they at this point in time, messing around? Continue reading for further information. When Mauricio Umansky arrived in Greece in the middle of July, he was greeted by a slender blonde woman. This occurred shortly after his arrival. Immediately after she embraced him, they kissed one another as if they had been together for a considerable amount of time. In a short amount of time, it was revealed that her true identity was Nikita Khan. In addition to being an interior designer, she is also an animal champion by day. She is also an occasional actress. Although Khan is around 20 years younger than Mauricio, the two of them appeared to be very content when they were in one another's company. Mauricio and Kyle Richards, who is a star on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, have recently broken up and are considering filing for divorce. Despite the fact that he has his own apartment, she has stayed in their extravagant home. At the moment, Kyle is finishing up the 14th season of the popular reality show that is broadcast on Bravo, but it was difficult to see Mauricio with Nikita. After that, he was further humiliated when the third season of his Netflix series, Buying Beverly Hills, was not renewed for a third season. During the second season, he revealed the dissolution of his marriage, which was now being highlighted on Rhobh, making it difficult to watch. In the same vein, it also concentrated on the process by which the agency evolved into a family-owned real estate company. While the trip was being canceled, Mauricio decided to take another vacation in order to clear his mind. Mauricio Umansky and Nikita Khan are said to have gotten back together in Mexico, as reported by Reality T. In the midst of all the controversy surrounding the cancellation, this is a welcome distraction. They strolled along the beach and shared a passionate kiss in the water while she showed off her toned figure in a bikini that was orange and teal in color. Since there were rumors that Kyle and Morgan Wade had been dating for some time, fans have expressed their happiness at the news that he has moved on. As soon as the initial photographs from Greece were made public, she was reunited with Morgan. From here on out, all indications point to the fact that Mauricio Umansky has moved on with his life. His professional partner on Dancing with the Stars, Emma Slater, was what he began with, and Kyle Richards found it difficult to see that. Then, he was spending his time with unknown women, enjoying life and having dinners with them. Anita and Lele Pons, who was previously on Dancing with the Stars with Mauricio, ended up going skiing together. At this point, it appears that he has established a genuine relationship with Nikita Khan. However, Kyle has her sister Kathy Hilton on her side, so this is likely to play out on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. What are your thoughts on the fact that Mauricio and his new lady are bragging about their relationship all over the world? Is Kyle going to eventually send in her paperwork, or will she continue to put it off? From the sun-drenched boulevards of Beverly Hills to the gleaming glass towers of downtown Los Angeles, Mauricio Umansky has long epitomized the intersection of high art and high stakes. As co-founder of the agency real estate firm, he has brokered deals worth tens of millions, negotiating with the calm authority of a seasoned diplomat. Yet beyond the world of deeds and blueprints, the cameras that once trailed his every move on the set of Lux Listings with Mauricio have fallen silent, and in that sudden quiet, a new story began to take shape. This is not merely the tale of a series cut short. It is the portrait of a man at a crossroads, rediscovering both his professional purpose and the possibility of unexpected romance. The abrupt announcement of the show's cancellation rippled through Hollywood circles like a shockwave. For months, audiences had watched Mauricio guide clients through sunlit estates and shadowed negotiations, all while revealing glimpses of his life off-camera, his playful banter with wife Kyle, the pride in his daughter Alexia's accomplishments, and the occasional reflective moment that hinted at deeper ambitions. When Bravo released its terse statement, "After careful consideration, we will not move forward with a second season of Lux Listings with Mauricio. We thank Mauricio and our creative team for their efforts." Many assumed it was just another footnote in the ceaseless churn of reality programming. But for Mauricio, accustomed to the certainties of closing transactions, the cancellation felt less like business as usual and more like a personal volte-face. In the days that followed, industry insiders and fans alike speculated on what went wrong. Some pointed to a saturated market between selling sunset, million-dollar listing, and myriad international spin-offs. Viewers had seemingly grown jaded with opulent real estate tours. Others whispered of creative clashes, producers seeking more drama, Mauricio holding firm to his ethos of professionalism. Still more wondered if the timing had been off. Summer 2025, dominated by blockbuster premieres and sports events, proved an unforgiving slot for a show that thrived on nuance and detail. Whatever the precise combination of factors, the result was the same: an unfinished dream and a void in a schedule once filled with aerial drone shots and heartfelt closings. Yet out of that void came an unanticipated spark. Just 2 nights after the cancellation news broke, paparazzi lenses captured a scene more akin to a film noir set than a real estate exposé. It was 10:45 p.m. on a warm Los Angeles Thursday. The sky still glowed faintly, smudged pink and orange along the horizon. Outside the Skylight Lounge on Sunset Boulevard, a sleek black Porsche coasted to a stop beneath neon lights. Out stepped Mauricio Umansky, tailored linen blazer, crisp white shirt, designer loafers, accompanied by a woman who seemed his equal in poise and elegance. She wore an off-shoulder emerald gown that caught every stray shaft of light, cascading waves of hair and heels that clicked with assured rhythm on the pavement. As they approached the velvet rope, camera flashes erupted in a cacophony of pops and whirs. Unfazed, Mauricio slipped an arm around her waist with natural ease, a protective gesture, but also one of unmistakable intimacy. She tilted her head toward him, lips curved in a half-smile, and he responded with a soft laugh, so different from the polished, composed persona viewers had come to know. Over the next hour, photographers caught dozens of moments: a whispered exchange, their heads bent close, her hand resting gently on his forearm, his eyes luminously focused on her, as if no one else in that bustling VIP enclave existed. Who is this captivating companion? Details remain scarce. Hollywood's rumor mills churn with competing theories. Some insiders claim she is a New York-based matchmaker who specializes in pairing high-profile clients. Others insist she is the founder of an exclusive art consultancy, her philanthropic ties stretching from the Museum of Contemporary Art to local community centers. A few suggest she is an emerging lifestyle influencer, celebrated for her travel diaries and a curated Instagram feed that interlaces vintage couture with glimpses of global street art. Regardless of which origin story proves true, one fact stands out. This woman moves through Mauricio's orbit with confidence and poise that mirror his own. Friends of the real estate titan describe her as warm and fiercely intelligent, someone who values authenticity above all else, an attribute Mauricio has long championed. In a rare comment during production, he once remarked, "I want my life to reflect who I am, not who people expect me to be." Now in those paparazzi images, he seems to live that credo, shoulder to shoulder with a partner who sparks genuine laughter and an openness rarely glimpsed through a reality TV lens. The public reaction was instantaneous. Within hours of the initial photos surfacing on gossip websites, social media erupted. Tabloid headlines blared with sensational twists: Rebound or True Love, Mauricio's late-night date, and Inside the Mystery Woman Who Stole His Heart. On Twitter, fans of Lux listings lamented the show's demise, while others celebrated what they called Mauricio's real-life plot twist. Instagram stories replayed the VIP shots in endless loops, zooming in on every detail. The curve of her neckline, the sheen of his blazer, the way her laughter seemed to light up his face. Reddit threads divided into fervent camps, some convinced it was an orchestrated publicity stunt, others certain it was the beginning of something deeply personal. Late-night talk show hosts couldn't resist the story. One joked that Mauricio had finally found a property with no asking price, the heart of a new romance. Another quipped that after years of opening houses, he was now opening his personal life to the world. Even real estate bloggers weighed in, suggesting that a high-profile romance could become the perfect foundation for a renewed public image. In an industry built on relationships, they argued, personal connections often translate into professional momentum. Yet behind the tabloid spectacle lies a more nuanced emotional journey. Those closest to Mauricio say he has wrestled with competing desires for years. The drive to achieve, the loyalty to his family, and the yearning for moments of stillness and genuine human connection. Filming had woven a relentless tapestry of deadlines, transatlantic flights, scripted interviews, drone operator hiccups, and last-minute shoot reschedules. On quiet nights at home in Beverly Hills, friends recall him speaking candidly of exhaustion, longing for time to wander local farmers' markets or revisit old haunts in San Diego where he once found clarity. In private conversations, he confessed to wondering what life might feel like unfettered by production crews and content calendars. He craved anonymity at sushi counters and the freedom to explore art galleries without worrying about lighting rigs. The cancellation, painful as it felt at first, granted him an unexpected gift: space to pause and rediscover facets of himself often overshadowed by bright lights. And in that newly reclaimed time, he opened himself, cautiously but with earnest intent, to the possibility of romance. Industry insiders insist this woman is no mere rebound. Rather, she embodies the authenticity Mauricio sought in both life and work. She engages him in conversations about architecture, community outreach, and the quiet power of mentorship. She encourages him to share his expertise with emerging agents without the trappings of television drama. Conversations between them, sources say, stretch into the early hours, about favorite authors, undiscovered galleries in East LA, and plans to support local affordable housing initiatives. With the series behind him, Mauricio appears poised to channel his energies into ventures more aligned with his core values. Whispers around town speak of a digital platform in development, one that spotlights real estate professionals who innovate with sustainability at heart, showcasing their projects and philosophies without sensationalized cliffhangers. Other rumors suggest a mentorship program in partnership with nonprofit housing organizations, offering training to agents committed to social impact missions. In each case, the focus shifts from glamorous spectacle to substantive storytelling, a return to the genuine human narratives Mauricio once envisioned. Meanwhile, his emerging relationship underscores the synergy between personal fulfillment and professional authenticity. In Hollywood, where love stories often unfold under harsh spotlights, the possibility of a genuine connection can feel revolutionary. Mauricio's journey, moving from the intense scrutiny of reality TV to the hushed delight of heartfelt companionship, reminds onlookers that transformation often begins when one door closes and another quietly opens. In the weeks ahead, the world will watch as Mauricio Umansky navigates this next chapter. Will he unveil a new venture that reshapes how industry insiders tell real estate stories? Will his partnership blossom into a commitment celebrated beyond the confines of valet lanes and neon marquees? Or will this remain an intoxicating interlude, a pause between seasons of an ever-evolving life? The answer lies not in contract renewals or headline dominations, but in the choices Mauricio makes when the cameras are off and the night is his own. Every ending, after all, is merely the prologue of what comes next. As Luxe Listings with Mauricio fades into memory, a more intimate narrative takes center stage, one of self-discovery, courageous reinvention, and the enduring promise of human connection. In the gentle curve of his companion's smile and the way his gaze lingers on her, we glimpse not just a tabloid sensation, but a man ready to embrace whatever story his life chooses to tell next. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.